This story may change the way you see your reality forever. What if everything you desire could begin with just one simple feeling? Tonight, I want to tell you the story of a woman who had nothing, no money, no help, no future, and yet changed her life with a single assumption. Not through elaborate scenes or detailed pictures in the mind, but through one simple mood held faithfully night after night. This is the story of a lady we shall call TK, who attended my lectures for nearly a year. She was 55 years of age. Her bank account was almost depleted. She had neither the clothes nor the confidence to seek employment. She had no friend to whom she could turn, no family upon whom she might lean. And today, it is no easy thing for a woman of 55 to apply for a position of any kind. Her rent was in arrears. Her situation seemed hopeless. She did not know how she would meet the next month's rent. Yet she had heard me speak of the power of imagination, and in her desperation, she determined to put it to the test. One evening, I spoke of an artist who had captured the feeling. Isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me now. In his own experience, he did not visualize specific things. He simply assumed the feeling of wonder, the mood that something marvelous was happening right now. This lady heard those words and decided to apply the same principle to her own life. Instead of imagining every detail, a new dress, money for rent, a job, she tried to capture a single sensation that something wonderful was happening to her. So, as she prepared for sleep each night, she would say over and over to herself, "Isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me now." She repeated it until the mood possessed her. She did not ask how or why or from where it would come. She simply felt the wonder of it, as though marvelous things were already unfolding in her world. And in that feeling, she fell asleep, night after night. For 2 months, she persisted in this imaginal act. She did not abandon it because the world showed no immediate signs. She made it her habitual mood before sleep. The conscious reasoning mind was not allowed to interfere with its questions. She simply dwelled in the feeling of the wish fulfilled, though she named no specific wish. Then one day, in early October, she met a casual acquaintance she had not seen for many months. They spoke briefly of ordinary matters. He mentioned he was about to leave for New York. She thought nothing more of it. Exactly 1 month later, to the day, this same man appeared at her door. Without explanation, he handed her a certified check made out in her name for $2,500. When the initial shock passed, the story came out. During his trip to New York, he had met, quite by accident, a mutual friend she had not seen or heard from in more than 25 years. This old friend, over those 25 years, had become extremely wealthy. Upon hearing of her circumstances, he instructed this man to deliver the check immediately and to inform her that from that day forward, a similar check would arrive each month for the rest of her life. And that is exactly what happened. From that moment on, she knew no lack. Her needs were met abundantly. Her health improved. A deep sense of security and peace came over her. All this, not by chasing separate desires, but by faithfully assuming one simple feeling. Isn't it wonderful? The law is simple. Moods are imaginal activities without which no creation is possible. Moods and the imaginal act are not separate powers. They are different expressions of the same creative force. We believe we are happy because we have achieved our goal. What we fail to realize is that the process works just as powerfully in reverse. We achieve the goal because we assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When I speak of feeling, I do not mean emotional excitement. I mean the quiet acceptance of the fact that the desire is already fulfilled. Tonight, take this lady's example. Persist in what may seem like folly until it becomes wisdom. Dare to assume the feeling that it is already done. Fall asleep night after night in that one simple sensation. Isn't it wonderful? And watch as life rearranges itself, bringing into being that which was first seen only in imagination. Put it to the test. If your world does not change, if no evidence appears, then return and say imagination does not work. But you will not return with that claim, because you will discover what you have always been, the operant power. Hear this truth. You are not the victim of events. You are not at the mercy of circumstances. You are the cause. You are the dreamer of the dream. God Himself playing you. Wake up from the illusion of limitation. Wake up from the belief that you are powerless. Lay down the old identity you have worn for so long. Choose a new role. Play it boldly, and the world will have no choice but to conform. If this story resonated with you, remember, the power has always been within you. Subscribe to Stories in Quotes B for more stories that awaken your true potential.